Hey y'all, Mandy here, the Sleep Nana. I'm going to do my best to try to keep the camera with the least amount of glare off these glasses as I can. I apologize for that. And today's original plan was I was going to get up, get dressed, and something besides t-shirt and leggings for today. Maybe fix my hair, put some makeup on. I already had like my outfit picked out, but as you can see, my plan definitely changed. That's okay. I mean, things are not, exactly normal right now to where I planned on leaving the house today anyway, and my 10-month-old granddaughter is coming for a visit in a few hours, so more important things to do today. Okay, so not sure if I mentioned it already, but today is July the 23rd, my 1-month surgiversary. I didn't post 4-week update this past Tuesday because I thought I'd just combine them into one video since it was only a few days apart. I'll start off with my stats, I guess. I am 44 years old, 5 foot 4 inches. I had VSG surgery with Dr. Rossi at CAMC Weight Loss Center in Charleston, West Virginia on June the 23rd. Let's see. Even with notes. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. I'll get to this brain fog here in a minute and what I think is causing it. Okay, my high weight before surgery was 259.6. Surgery weight was 247.6. My goal weight is 140-ish, and I say that because it may or may not change the closer that I get to it. I may decide that I want to be a little over 140, and I may decide I want to go a little under. It just depends on how I'm feeling and how I look once I get closer to that goal. I have been that weight before, but I was younger, and y'all know things change, and I actually am losing weight differently now. Probably has something to do with my age. I'm sure. Don't overthink. But okay, that was my 4-week. No, I didn't tell him to you. Again, brain fog. As of Tuesday, July 21st, my 4-week post-op. I was down 4.6 pounds from week 3. A total of 37.2 pounds from my high weight. I do count my high weight as total loss when I say the total pounds that I've lost, because I did that, and it's a loss. So, and from surgery weight, I am down 25.2 pounds. So, yeah, I've got 82.4 pounds ish to go to hit my goal. Since it is my 1-month surgiversary, I did do my measurements. That's something that I plan to do just once a month. And y'all, these numbers blew my mind. Like, I was not expecting this at all. Just goes to show you, do not solely rely on the scale. Do your measurements. Take your pictures, which is something else I need to do today. Because, y'all, I'm so sorry for this chaos here. even though, Lord, I am a mess today. As of today, I am down, because that changed from the last few days just a little, from last week. In comparison to 2 days ago, I'm down 5.8 pounds, 26.4 from surgery. Yeah, I took measurements the day of surgery, so 26.4 pounds for me has been the equivalent of a total of, y'all ready for this? And I redid these measurements 3 times because I thought there's no way, but yes way. 34.5 inches total. Mind blown. And I'll tell you all what I measured. That's both of my arms, which I lost 3 inches from each arm. My upper thighs, I lost 3 inches on my left thigh, 3.5 from my right. My waist, I did 3 different spots. Upper waist, I lost 6 inches there. That happened. 6 inches. Wow. Like my mid waist, which is actually like my waist, like where my belly button is. My true waist, I lost 5 inches. And the lower part of my belly, I lost 5 inches as well. Hips, I lost 2.5 inches. Neck, I lost 1 inch. And on my bust, which, you know, it's bound to happen, like it or not, I lost 2.5 inches. So, yeah. Mind blown. I'm glad I did those measurements. I'm not at the place where I feel like I need to, or have wanted to try clothes on just to see just yet. But after these numbers, the inches, I might just do that this evening after Ivy leaves. So, I don't know, maybe. Struggles. Liquids. Y'all, I had not been having an issue getting my liquids in. Hold on, sorry. It's my daughter. Until I started adding food, like pureed and soft foods. The 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after that you have to wait, and just that feeling, of feeling more full that the food gives you. So let me try to, y'all, that glare. I know it's getting on y'all's nerves because it's kind of annoying me. Weird angle, I'm sorry, but anyway, that ain't what y'all's here for. If you're not VSG, then you wouldn't think, well, that little bit of time, what's that going to do with getting fluids in? But if you're VSG already, then you know the struggle. Because it really, like for most of us, it takes all day to get those fluids in anyway. And so there was a few days that I actually didn't get my fluids in, and I was already feeling like I was slightly dehydrated and had, was planning on upping my fluids. But that didn't happen, and I started feeling worse. Brain fog, fatigue, feeling nauseous, headaches, the skin test that, that everybody I'm sure knows what that is. I felt that miserably. My hair is dry, my skin is dry, my mouth is staying dry. There was a day there that my tongue was actually a little swollen, which are all signs of dehydration. So I thought, I didn't feel like it was to the extreme that I needed to go to the hospital. Um, so, I mean, I know my doctor's plan says, 3 small meals a day once you hit the purees, but I just feel like the liquids needed to be more of a priority. So, new game plan is to get the majority of my liquids in before I have any food for the day. So the last few days, that's what I've done, and I've just had a small dinner at the end of the day, and I've managed to get my fluids in that way. And today, I mean, it's only noon, but yesterday evening, I was feeling better, and today I feel a lot better. So I'm just going to stick with that game plan for a little longer, and just maybe try a little snack or something in addition to the dinner one day next week starting. I don't know, but I just know that right now my main focus and goal is getting those fluids in. It really messes with you when you're dehydrated, so I don't want that. And watermelon, I actually did have some of that yesterday, so that's a win-win, because I mean, it's like you're getting some food in your belly and you can count it as your water intake. I'm not sure like how the numbers pan out, like, does an ounce of watermelon equal an ounce of fluids? I'm not sure about that, so I just didn't log it at all. I just know that it helped me to feel better, and it quenched my thirst. So that's good. That's a plus. I am able now, I don't know if you caught my other videos where first I was struggling with coffee, Stella, which is what I named my sleeve. Didn't like coffee at first, so I waited a little while and revisited it. She tolerates it somewhat now, but I have to drink it really slow, and it's one of them things that by the time I'm done with it, like it's of course no longer hot, but that's fine. I go ahead and finish it because I have been putting a scoop of Gene Pro. Is it Gene Pro or Gen Pro? I'm not sure, but I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I've been putting a scoop of that in there, which gets me 30 grams of protein. I was counting that coffee towards my liquids, but the last 2 days I've not done that because of the dehydrating effect that coffee can have. I know that it's counterintuitive for me to say, I'm feeling dehydrated and then drinking coffee, but y'all, I'm trying to get the protein in too. So it's like putting together this big ass puzzle, y'all, and sometimes you're going to put the pieces in the wrong spot, but then you just remove it and just keep doing it till you find the piece that works. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm comparing this to. So the only thing I can do is like not count that coffee, or no, to do is to not count that coffee towards my fluids, so that I will, have that extra, or work towards that extra I do a large cup, 10 ounces actual water, or Gatorade, or protein water, or something, so I mean, it's just like until I figure this thing out and kind of find my sweet spot with all of the above, this is all I know to do. And then I usually have that around 8:30. I'm a person of habit and routine, and it's like I feel like I don't know, life is more organized, so to speak, if I have a routine. I've always been a person of routine. I just feel like it makes things go better. Maybe it goes back to, being a mom of 4 kids and having to juggle everything, work, 4 kids in school, 4 kids in sports all at the same time. And when you're doing all that, if you don't have a schedule, and like, you're gonna be like losing your mind, which even with the schedule, there was days I thought I was gonna lose my mind. So, and I've just kind of kept that whole routine, need of a routine thing going, even though my kids are older now. But the thing is that, y'all hear that train? That's hauling coal, which means people are back to work, so I will not apologize for that. Thankful for that train horn. I don't know if y'all hear it or not, but anyway, what I need to work on, little rabbit trail, is that, sometimes life happens and your routine gets thrown off. I need to learn to not let that throw my whole mental state out of whack. And I tend to do that. It's like I get really anxious when my routine is interfered with. And I need to work on that because, like I said, life happens. And I used to be a person like, well, I just roll with the punches and this and that, and we'll just pick back up and this and that. But the older that I've got and the worse the anxiety has got, the less I can handle my routine being messed with. I'm not going to cuss on this video, did I? I said one curse word. My bad. I'm really trying to work on that. My husband hates it when I cuss. So, anyway. Not stopping that just for him, because I am my own person, y'all. It's not respectful to you on here that might be watching that doesn't want to hear that crap. So, anyway. I'll have that around 8:30. I get up at 8. Put my water on my flowers that are on the porch and around my flower beds. It's usually about 8:30, 8:45 when I sit down with my coffee. And I have my morning vitamins and like my stomach pill and all that other stuff that I'm still taking for now. I usually have that in by 9. And I have the next alarm on my phone set for my calcium, because you can't take the iron and the calcium together. So around noon, I have been trying to have, y'all hear my belly? I know y'all VSGers that are post-op know all about them belly noises. I've been trying to have a protein shake around noon. That gives me my 60 calories of protein for the day by noon. Well, by the time I get the protein shake drink, it's around 12:30. Those things are so daggone thick, y'all. And it's just, I made the mistake of the first time that I grabbed for one post-op. I drank it too fast, and you all don't do it. Like, I do not recommend that. I felt just yucky for the rest of the day, like the whole day. It just did not sit well with me, but I found that if I drink it slowly, it may even take me a little longer than 30 minutes to get it in. It sets better. I'm not going to say it's great, but it's better than when I made the mistake of drinking it too fast the first time. So that's how I'm getting in my low end of what my nutritionist recommended. She said 60 to 80. If I can get more in, depending on, what I'm having for dinner, I guess I could sprinkle a little more Gen Pro on the top. Excuse me. Y'all post-opers know all about that too. I didn't actually think about doing that until just now. That would put me at 90, and I know that they want you to get, start at this stage, start getting in as much protein with food as you can. But since I'm like having to pick food or fluids, like I guess today I'll just, like always, just do what I gotta do. So yeah, I think the main thing right now is just fluids, getting in what protein I can. I think that the protein will help combat hair loss. I know it will definitely help with some energy. I do take biotin for my skin and hair, and I've done that for years, actually. That's not something that's new for me. I was going to up the amount that I took, but I did a little research online. I didn't call my nutritionist or anything, and actually what I'm taking is okay for even bariatric patients, so I'm not going to change that. I'm not going to take more of anything that I don't have to, because I feel like it's around the clock work to get in all these vitamins as is. So the less pills I have to swallow, like literal pills, the better. So yeah, I think that's all that has changed this week. I made some mashed potatoes yesterday, y'all. They're kind of thick, but I made them with Fairlife and water. And I did use a little butter, not a lot, and some seasonings. That little ounce of mashed potatoes, maybe because they're so thick, I'm not sure, is like, I don't know, it's like it hits the spot in a way that I never thought an ounce of mashed potatoes would hit the spot. Like, not that I'm feeling any hunger. I mean, I feel like I am a little, but it's like it passes. So is it really hunger? Probably not, because if it was true hunger, it wouldn't pass, I don't think. So I think it's a lot to do with, like I mentioned before, the inflammation and just the stomach healing, which can mimic, the signal of hunger to your brain. So I'm not sure, but look, y'all, the mashed potatoes are good. So if you've not made any mashed potatoes with the Fairlife milk, I used 2%. You could thin them out with some water, I guess. But I got some seasonings in from Flavor God today. So I think I'm going to try one of those on top of them this evening. And I will, hold on. My alarm for my protein shake. Is it noon already? Lord, yes it is. Okay, so I said all that about the mashed potatoes to say that I got those seasonings in today from Flavor God. They are having a sale right now. I assume that it's still going on. They were having a sale last week. I don't have any coupon codes or anything like that. I'm just telling you because I've heard great things about the brand. They're really clean. Not a lot of stuff in it, like added stuff. And who don't love a sale? So yeah. So I may, update on that this evening about the spices and what I added to the mashed potatoes, because I know mashed potatoes are a staple for a lot of us. post-op, because my doctor did mention it too. And my nutritionist said not really to worry about carbs right now. The main thing should be getting in the liquids, getting in the protein, and not a lot of sugar. So that's my goal. And I mean, it's just an ounce, So I will report back on the mashed potatoes with the Flavor God flavorings, okay? Said all that, rambled all that to get to that point. So, yeah, 25 minutes, so I'm going to stop now. But thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you would. And then click on the bell icon right there beside the subscribe button. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. And I will check back in soon. Have a good one.